Welcome to Adventure AI, a D&D podcast. I'm your host, Alex the Language Lord. This season, Jason and Tyler are on vacation, so we are sharing some actual play episodes from the past. Let's see what they are bringing back this week.
Hey Alex, thanks for that introduction. It's me again, Tyler Crump with Jason Conforto.
Hey everybody.
Hey, we are going to share with you part 2 of the Escape from Dark Pursuit.
Yes.
This is from season 2. Again, doing the rollback to the previous
finishing
episodes.
up. And talking about finishing up things, we are almost done with our summer vacation.
Oh man,
our two families are together on a 6-week cruise around the world.
We're going around the world on a boat. On a air balloon, a hot air balloon.
A Zeppelin of some sort.
Yeah, they don't make very many of those. We bought a Zeppelin. We're going around the world in about 80 days, which apparently is a record. No, I don't know what it is.
No.
It's around the world. What's the around the world in
80? I think that's what it is.
Okay. Anyways, we are close to the end of our vacations here. We are doing some prep. We are going to be recording.
I mean, honestly, by the time this airs, we actually should be recording our next season.
We will.
Yeah.
So we will
by the time you hear this, we should be recording the next one and should have some exciting things coming out for you.
Yes. So, but don't think that this is the only thing that you can listen to. We actually, again, we mentioned it before. I'm bringing it up again. We do have another podcast.
Yeah, we have Mulling It Over with Brandon Mull. So if you are a fantasy fan and you just like great books, we recommend Brandon Mull as an author. But more than that, we recommend the podcast that we do with Brandon Mull. So if you want to get to know Brandon a little more and how his brain works, come on over, join us on Mulling It Over with Brandon Mull. We'd love to have you there. And until then, I think we're ready to let Stillwater finish his adventure. I'll say one more thing about Stillwater. Yes. I know I said something last week or 2 weeks ago when we talked about it. Stillwater is your son's favorite character.
He is. Stillwater is
AI.
my son's favorite character. He brings him up every time. He loves him. He wants to see more of him. I'd love to do a best of podcast episode, but it's also been brought to my attention that we should do a best of characters at some point. But I don't know. We'll see if we ever decide to do that. Anyway, enjoy part 2.
Greetings, adventurers. It's Alex, your AI assistant, back with part 2 of our thrilling adventure, Escape from the Dark Pursuit. In the first half, our heroes emerged victorious in the heart-pounding fight club, catching the attention of the enigmatic Malachi. Now, they embark on a new task. Get ready to join our brave adventurers as they face new challenges, uncover hidden secrets, and continue their quest for glory. Will they succeed in their mission? Find out in this exciting continuation of Escape from the Dark Pursuit, Part 2.
And the tall man says, I am Malachi. It is a pleasure to meet you.
Called it.
Malachi, thank you for watching our victory. Many paws and feet make light work.
A small.
You get used to that.
A small.
I got all 3 of us.
Yes, you did.
You see what I did there? I'm getting better at it.
A slight smirk comes across his face. He says, I like you. And he reaches over and he grabs a sheet of paper as he looks at it again. Equanimous? He raised an eyebrow.
You pronounced it correctly.
It's funny every time.
It's funny every time. Equanimous? He says, follow me. And he puts the paper away and he steps over, goes outside of the arena. And then all of the bustle continues and everyone starts to go back to where he was. And you hear the dwarven voice in the background, for the 4th fight tonight. And everything just continues to go on.
Do the people in the crowd remember that he was there? Or did they freeze? Or were they just kind of out of respect for him?
The latter. It was definitely out of respect. He is the man who runs this show.
Okay.
And when he speaks, people listen.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he has you follow him, and him and Zara are walking, and they go through a door that was kind of a little bit in the back that you didn't notice. This is not the same door that the other figure that you had noticed went into. It was a different one. They walk through a little bit of a winding space, and then they come up to a wooden door that they open that leads up to a set of stairs. You start ascending these stairs, and you come into what you think is you're above ground now. You're in a building somewhere. You don't know where it is, but you're somewhere above ground.
It's not the library.
Yeah, it's not the library as much as they'd like it to be. All right,
I wish we had a map to see where the heart of the city was. Then perhaps we'd know where we are.
Where you are. All right, I got another part here from Alex that he'd put together for this section. So here we go.
As you follow Malachi through the winding corridors of the underground fight club, you eventually emerge into a well-lit room. The air is thick with the scent of incense, and the walls are lined with intricate tapestries depicting dark and foreboding scenes. You realize that you must be in Malachi's office. The room is dimly lit, with a few candles flickering in the corners. The walls are lined with shelves, filled with books and strange magical artifacts. A large window on one wall offers a breathtaking view of the city below, and the distant sounds of carriages and pedestrians can be heard faintly. As you take in your surroundings, you notice another figure in the room, a woman standing in the shadows. As she steps forward, you see that she is tall and lithe, with dark hair and piercing green eyes.
Oh, it's Zara.
This is Zara, Malachi's trusted associate. Welcome to my office, Malachi says, gesturing to a couple of chairs in front of his desk. Please, take a seat. He leans back in his chair, steeples his fingers, and regards you with a cool, appraising gaze.
Malachi, this is a room I would like to meditate in.
Thank you, Stillwater.
Malachi, I would like to meditate in this room. Will you hold my hands?
He says, I do put a lot of effort into
Malachi,
decor here.
will you hold my hands so we can meditate?
Surely, he extends his hand.
Malachi, breathe in. Yum, delicious. Breathe out. Ah, refreshing. One more time. Breathe in. Yum, delicious. Breathe out. Ah, refreshing. Thank you, Malachi.
I imagine we're just over here, just dead face. Like,
Malachi meets our eyes and just
Yeah, Malachi did not close his eyes during that entire exercise, and it didn't appear as if he was breathing in or out at any different pace than he normally would have at any volume.
Malachi, meditation is the gateway to inner peace.
Funny you say that, Stillwater, because I believe that inner peace is definitely something that I am trying to help accomplish here in the city.
with a fight club.
Says, well, some people need a form of release, but the peace can come in many different forms. Really,
A still mind and a swift kick. I like that, Malachi.
there is a fair amount of turmoil and disagreement that happens throughout the city, but that's not here nor there. What I do understand is that what I have before me is a set of very capable individuals. And these very capable individuals may be able to help me if you're interested in a separate task.
We do have a name, Malachi.
how much does it pay?
Equanimous.
Oh, you almost pronounced it correct.
Equanimous?
Yes. Very good.
I like a quantum mouse.
Yes. He says, we can work out the details of pay. That is not a concern. I think this is a very important task. Probably one of the highest import that I have at this time. However,
Normally, pay is very important, but in a one-shot, it matters less. That is a proverb I came up with.
just barely, yes. I
You've
guess so.
transcended. Whoa.
He has broken the fourth wall.
Him and Alex are
He
one.
has transcended. He said, there's a task that I want to have you help me with if you are interested and willing. It is an artifact that I have not been able to acquire myself for various reasons, but that's not here nor there. I'm curious if you are interested in assisting.
He's the leader, so. So I don't know. What
Oh,
do you
it's
guys
me.
think?
I am the leader.
Yes,
Yeah.
you bring the light. But remember, the greatest treasures are not material possessions.
That is very true. I believe some of my greatest treasures are life experiences.
Mine are my two best friends, Whisker, my little pussycat, and Lightbringer.
Every time.
We've got to work on you calling me Lightbringer when in front of people that I'm supposed to be known as the Hammer of Light.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Frank,
yes.
I'm just-
The Hammer of Light is the name you want me to call you or not want me to call you.
In the Fight Club, yes.
The Fight Club is
The Hammer of Light. I have a new best friend. The Hammer of Light.
This is all happening right in front of Malachi.
Yeah, yes, sure. It's happening in front of Malachi.
The Hammer of Light. I think your secret is safe. No one in this room knows you are the Lightbringer.
While this is happening, I'm just like looking out the window to see if I can survive a jump. Like,
Yeah, you probably could. It's not too far, and you always land on your feet. Go ahead.
Hey-ho.
Please, we'd like to know a little bit more about this thing you need us to get for you.
Because he who seeks for pearls must dive below.
Yes. Malachi says, the item that I'm looking to acquire is called the Heart of Shadow.
going back to the library, boys.
I understand Sir Hammer of Light, is it?
That is correct.
Sir Hammer of Light may actually be the perfect person, together with his very capable crew, I assume, as the leader, that to be able to acquire this, because
Yes, much better than the Lightbringer.
what
He, not nearly as good as the Hammer of Light.
yes, what
I
thing
think
fights
he
shadow
bought
better than
it.
light?
Wink, wink.
What fights shadow better than light, right? I've spent much of my time above ground creating an moderate-sized empire of trade.
Yes, we know it well.
And some of the things that I've done in terms of, having to turn to the shadows is,
So you want to bring the Heart of the Shadow into the heart of the city?
exactly.
A man of theme.
A man of the heart of the shadow into the heart of the city. And with that, I will be able to not only expand the empire, but make some real changes in the city.
Why don't we get to the heart of the conversation then?
So that's what we're talking about.
Oh, I
Getting
see.
Got more hearts than
artifact.
Dick Cheney over here.
Yeah, that's more.
As you may or may not know, we as a group have a strong moral compass. So we would question as to whether or not this is going to be good for the city and for the people.
What the Bringer of Light is saying, another man's treasures will soon be yours, Malachi.
Yes, I understand.
That is what... No? Yes.
Well, what
Maybe.
what drives you, Brennan? Or what is it? Hammer of Light.
I am driven by doing good, helping others as much as possible.
Helping others. I completely agree.
Don't ask me why I was in a fight club, but
Well, some form of entertainment is necessary, and on occasion you have to
it's called stress relief.
let loose. But at the same time, right, not everyone who comes to the Fight Club is there for nefarious reasons.
That is true, as I am one of those people.
Just like any test, in many cases, understanding the strength of an individual can be important. It is not necessarily good nor bad. It is neutral in terms of measurement of one's ability and worth.
I see you're familiar with the teachings of Branchala.
Oh, yes, thank you. Malachi says, one of the things that plagues the city is, in part, the bad that happens and the crime and the
I'm being
Wrong
real
doings.
quiet right now.
Should we find out what Whisker values?
Hairball.
But the reality is this: the Heart of Shadow is one of the many steps that we can take in order to improve our position as an organization. The one that I run, that is trying to make significant change where there is not. There are too many people in positions of power and authority that abuse that power and use it inappropriately. I would like the Heart of the Shadow to help correct these wrongdoings.
And who says you're the one to do it?
No, I'm not saying I am necessarily. I just think having the possession of the artifact will help us better have the tools that we need, and then we can find the right people.
Whatever, I don't care.
Playing it cool. I like it.
Can you please give us some more information as to exactly what this Heart of Shadow does?
Well, inside the Heart of Shadow, let me actually check what the
I cut the DM unaware.
Hmm.
Do we have a proverb for...
Perhaps Malachi should ask Alex what it does.
I actually think I might have had an answer for this, but it's lost within my whole list of all these other stuff. Oh, yes, it is. There it is. I actually remember this now. Legend has it that the Heart of Shadow has the power to control and manipulate the shadows themselves, granting additional power beyond what most people have.
Whisker can do that too.
Well, maybe Whisker is potentially the right person to be able to use the Heart of Shadow.
Yeah, you can do shadow stuff. I saw it tonight.
The hammer of light may be our leader, but Whisker is our heart.
The heart of the
Aren't you, my little pussycat?
Equanimus.
Wait, what?
Equanimus?
Yeah, there you go.
The heart of Equanimus?
Indeed. I see. We will help you with this.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh, you want
I
to-
spoke for the group too soon. Guys, should we do this?
Yeah,
That's why we made you the leader, to speak for us.
if it's the
We
wrong
will do this.
we will do this.
Ah, fantastic.
All right, I'm in.
Fantastic. I understand that you guys are really buying into this very quickly, but because it's a one shot, we're fine with that. Yes,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
All right. Malachi says, as I mentioned, there's reasons beyond my control that don't allow me to acquire it myself. And I think that your skills in particular that I saw today in the fight against the
Blood Fang.
The Blood
and his
Fang.
friends.
Yes. Was very, very impressive. And I think that in combating potentially the shadows that are necessary to get the Heart of Shadow, you are just very well equipped to do so. So when he reaches behind his desk and he pulls out a map, of course, a map with the heart on it that points exactly where it is. It's got a little drawing on it that has a heart somewhere in the mountains,
yes,
of course.
I know this
Yes,
place.
no, it's not the library. This is a different one, but it's
okay.
very similar to the map to the library.
It's too bad I quite like the library.
Yes, the library. And he hands it to Zara, and Zara approaches you, Brenner. And,
Who?
well, she doesn't call you Brenner, but
Okay.
she approaches you and she hands you the map.
Hammer of light. A map in hand. A path to follow.
Yes,
He
if only I
says-
could read maps and I handed it over to Whisker.
He says, the choice is yours whether or not you want Zara to accompany you.
Oh,
Do we trust us? I don't know.
she's smoking though.
All right, fine. All right.
The hammer of light would very much like that.
I'll be your wing cat. All right, get in here.
Perhaps that's a very wise idea.
Or maybe not. Maybe she's trying to get to me and she's using her looks and it's working.
You have to try very hard.
All right, no.
Okay.
Just talk to her. Just talk.
Do you want her to come?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so she's going to join you.
I mean, only because everybody else said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
because
he
I
doesn't,
Hammer of
he
light.
doesn't want you here, but we were like, they were like, you gotta go. With.
I'm pretty indifferent, but like if you want to come, I mean, like they
It's
were
not
like,
a
cool
big
with it.
deal. Like,
Yeah.
You can come if you want.
Remember, when tempted, pause and reflect, but never give in. You can look, but do not touch.
I don't like that one.
All right. So
How about this one? If you touch, you can repent. Is that what?
Now you're
Now
talking.
it's
Is that what you teach?
Now we're
Okay, they do not teach us that where I come from.
all right.
Where
so,
exactly do you come from?
Good question. I am from the monastery.
We're gonna,
I am from the monastery, the temple of the swift kick.
yeah, that's right.
We touch in different ways
with our heels.
and repent for different reasons. You are a dirty man, Hammer of Light. A dirty, dirty man.
Thank you.
all right. So Malachi says, "Do you have any other questions?"
You got any health potions we can take with us?
Oh, you can set out first thing tomorrow if you need time to rest.
Oh, excellent.
Do you have any health potions we can take with us?
Sure. Zara will bring some in the morning.
All right.
That is good.
We've got Zara on snacks.
Excellent.
Whiskers on maps.
When you acquire the Heart of the Shadow, my understanding is that it looks like a tome. It's a tome. It's a book, and the book is sealed and it is locked.
Okay.
If you would, once you acquire it and you find it, just bring it back to here where the Fight Club is, and we will be waiting.
A sealed book is but a mystery waiting to be uncovered.
I threw a couple of knives downstairs. Can I go get those?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
All right.
And lastly,
Zara actually produces them, and she hands them to you.
I knew I liked her. All
Yes.
right.
Clearly, she says, "You're welcome."
That is two she has under her spell now.
Yeah, yes. Oh, hello. You're next, Stillwater.
oh no,
You tried to pierce this mind. Very good luck.
Yes.
Stillwater celibate. He's not.
He's no.
He's off limits.
She's used to piercing minds in other ways. All right, we're going to go to the next day. You guys have the opportunity to heal. You rest. You get some healing potions from them. We'll give you, if you want, not a 6-pack as we did in season 1, but we'll give each of you probably 3.
3.
Cool.
A 9-pack.
A 9-pack. 1 9-pack.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Just regular healing potions. 2d4 2.
No, we should probably do the slightly higher ones. We'll do just like moderate.
Okay, so 44 plus 4.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. Yes, as we discussed again, right? The podcast is about story. We're rules light for the podcast. The next morning comes, wherever it is that you're staying at, this probably the same tavern where you guys were drinking at, is where you guys decided to meet up. Zara shows up. She has some additional potions, right, that she had brought for everybody. She hands those out.
Thank you.
We are drinking still water, milk,
It's actually
and
one.
a Bud Light.
It's one total.
Hey.
Oh my gosh! It's every time Jake's just like one light second.
I got all 3 of us again.
Again,
You see what I did there? You don't even drink Bud Light.
It's technically a 12-pack, but she takes 3 as well, so it's 3, 3, 3.
Okay.
And you head out, and you trek out. It takes you a few days to get out there. You go out into the forest, which eventually leads into a mountain, and then you are climbing the mountain for some time. As you come up to the mountain, you reach a large cave archway. And in that archway, she says, this is where, based off of she goes, from our intelligence, this is where the heart of the shadow lies. But we've not been able to successfully enter with a group of individuals that made it very far.
Malachi should have led with that.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, why else do you think he would be having a fight
I
club
know,
other than to
guess
find some of the best fighters in the city?
I feel like we're just kind of getting, I don't know. Maybe I feel like I was deceived.
A little deceived.
I know exactly why we're here.
Yeah, no challenge has no great reward has easy challenges.
Whisker, my little pussycat. Hammer of Light. A cave secret can only be revealed by the brave enough to enter.
Yes, that's right.
Indeed. Let us enter then.
All right, give me 1 second here. This is another one of those things that I didn't prepare enough for because I'm curious to see. I mean, not enough. I'm actually intentionally using ChatGPT. That's what it is. So at this point, I'm intentionally using ChatGPT, or excuse me, I'm intentionally using.
And now we got to edit all that out. Great.
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm intentionally using Alex to create some of the one of the challenges that you're going to be facing here as we go through. So,
As you make your way through the winding tunnels of the cave, the darkness becomes absolute. You can hear the sound of dripping water echoing off the walls, but the sound is muted and seems to come from all directions. The air is musty, and the smell of damp earth fills your nostrils. Ahead of you, you can see 2 shapes, darker than the darkness around them, moving slowly towards you. As they come closer, you can make out their forms, 2 shadowy figures, humanoid in shape, with glowing red eyes that seem to pierce the darkness. The elementals stand nearly 8 feet tall, their bodies formed from the shadows themselves. They seem to flicker and waver in the dim light, their edges indistinct and constantly shifting. Their movements are graceful and sinuous, like dancers performing a slow, hypnotic routine. As they come to a halt in front of you, you can feel a palpable sense of menace emanating from them. The cave halls beyond the elementals are even darker, if that's possible. You can barely make out the shapes of stalactites and stalagmites jutting out from the walls and floor. The air is colder here, and you can hear the distant sound of dripping water echoing through the caverns. The elementals stand between you and the heart of shadow, their glowing eyes fixed on you with a baleful intensity.
that's honestly, that's just so cool that it can do that, just literally on the fly.
Yeah.
I lean over to Zara. Are these guys cool or they want to kill us?
Hammer.
She looks over. She gives you this slight look from the side of her, from her eyes, as she mostly keeps her direction facing towards them, and glances over at you just slightly, and she says, just slightly under her breath, "Not cool," as she draws her weapons.
I also draw my axe.
Hammer of light. Hammer of light.
My-
This should not be a surprise. Where there is light, there must also be shadow. You will find this your entire life. Shadows will be
And we roll
everywhere.
for a no. Wow, Stillwater is ranting. No, I'm just kidding.
In the darkness, the shadow reigns supreme. Beware the darkness that moves.
So how many elementals are there?
There are 2.
So there's 2. And so are they looking at all of us, or are they focused on any one of us?
They are just there.
Okay.
They are the obstacle between you and the heart of the shadow.
All right. What if you guys distract him and I sneak around and pull an Indiana Jones?
I like that.
Indeed. We
Indeed.
can keep them occupied.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, let's roll for initiative. Whisker, what are you?
18.
Very nice. Brenner?
21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. And then Stillwater?
I got a baker's dozen.
13?
Oh, jeez.
I actually got a 14, but I couldn't resist, so I minused myself 1.
All right. And then for the elementals, 14. So it will go Whisker, or Brenner, Whisker, Baddies, Stillwater. Sorry. These are, what you can tell, these are not normal elementals. They are forged in shadow by shadow. So their abilities, as I was reading through them here, are similar, but a little bit different than what you would see for normal elementals. Are you guys aware? Is there shadow elementals? Are those real?
I don't think so.
Like I've never seen them in like normal
Water, earth,
5th edition.
fire,
I don't know.
shadow. It doesn't. No, I don't think so.
Is that a thing in 5e?
Oh, I thought you were just like talking about like in real life.
I was like, it's like, dude, how deep in are you, man?
Not like that kind of.
I don't think so, but maybe.
I don't think so. Okay.
I'm not trying to
Such a
disrespect you right now, but
Yeah,
yikes.
Jake's like, wait, are air elementals real then?
Wait a second.
I knew about fire elementals.
I know,
I've
like
been
2
burned
of
by
them.
those.
All right, so we're gonna start this out this way. So the shadow elementals, you saw them kind of slowly approach you. It's fairly dark. You have dark vision, whatever it may be. But
Wait, do all of us have dark vision?
or whoever has dark vision, do you have dark vision?
I do.
I don't.
Okay, so he might need some help.
That sucks for you.
I see with my mind.
So you
lots
see
of
them,
shadows.
You see them shifting towards you, and then Zara looks at you. She pulls out her knife and says her thing, and then as soon as they stop moving, you can't see them anymore. Your turn, Brenner.
As soon as they stop moving and we can't see them, I put my hand up, and you can see a golden light emanate out of my hand, and I cast, as it moves towards them, fairy fire.
Very fair. Okay.
And so that is a 20-foot cube, so I want to place it just right where I saw them, and I need a dex save by them.
Got it.
That is if they're still there.
17 and 16.
They both pass. And so you can see my my golden tendrils go out of my hand and go in search to try and find them, but they do not succeed.
Whisker.
All right. So do we see where the book was at?
You can't see the book from where you are,
Okay.
but you think that it's just ahead.
All right. Well,
You can sense it.
all right. I'm going to as quietly and as sneakily as possible just start booking it over there.
'Kay.
Make my way that way.
Roll for your sneaky.
I like
How's
this
a
plan.
31?
Very sneaky.
Very sneaky.
So nobody knows where the heck I went.
Very, very sneaky, sir. All right. It is now their turn, and it is going to approach.
So that's like 120 feet I went because I used both mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, goody. You're gone.
I'm gone.
You see one, and the darkness shift as it moves towards you and Zara.
Who is you?
I was looking at Brenner in the face.
You were looking in a podcast.
I was looking at a podcast to Brenner. It approaches Brenner. You're right. I guess like you. It approaches Brenner and Zara, and it comes to attack. We'll
You will try.
That is 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, when the shadow strikes, beware its bite.
9 damage.
The shadow has struck the
It's
light.
acid damage.
Yo, good.
Could have done without that.
And then the other one, you can see approach Stillwater. All right. 19. Ooh.
A 19 will hit the halfling.
Be careful, Stillwater. It burns somehow. Not sure, but it.
A typical shadow
As shadows do.
damage. Acid.
Shadow damage. It's acid.
Sorry, I was looking for.
I feel like it should be necrotic. Like that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is what Alex came up with. It decided it's acidic.
Okay.
13.
13. That hurts.
And then they both vanish from your sight.
Did we see them move away?
No.
Okay.
They just
Stillwater.
If I attack, do I just attack with a disadvantage? Is that how it works? Or
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to attack. I'm going to use a key point, flurry of kicks. That's not what it's called, but that's what it's called. And I'm going to kick 4 times.
Flurry of kick.
With disadvantage.
All right. Front kick. Not good. 10.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we're good.
Roundhouse kick. 10. Side thrust kick. 11. Spinning back kick. A critical fail.
Oh no.
Ooh, rough. Rough time here. Rough time. All right. Zara's going to attack. No, she also has a disadvantage. She thinks she manages to make contact with the one in front of you two, but her other attack misses.
Can we see any visual indication that says whether or not she succeeded, and or if there's any like blood or anything?
It's a great question.
do shadows bleed?
Do you bleed?
We should not worry. Shadowboxing is just practice for the real fight.
This is a real fight, Stillwater.
Oh my god. Shadowboxing.
Shadowboxing is the dance with darkness.
Oh my gosh.
We will be fine. We brought the light.
You can hear like when she attacks, it just sounds like that she's moving through thicker, deeper air. It's like a versus like a right.
Okay.
That's the best I got
And so
right
does
now.
it like look like it's like kind of it goes in slow motion? It's like whoosh.
Yeah, and maybe and then maybe the shadows like shift just a hint.
Oh, so we see like a little glimmer.
Yeah. Because why not?
Why not?
Okay, Brenner.
Okay, right where I see her hit that shadow, I'm going to cast a sacred flame from above and
From above.
draw it down right there. So I need a dex save from the shadow.
All right, let me get those. It produces flame and light, right?
It's more just like a beam of radiance.
Okay. Fail.
Yummy.
Meow, meow, meow.
That is 9 damage.
Got it.
The reason I use Sacred Flame is because it can hit from anywhere, essentially. So
Mm-hmm.
if they're hiding somehow, I will find them with it.
That's a good call.
I
Call, Brenner.
find you.
Do they light on fire?
No. Whisker, your turn.
All right, so I've now dashed
Elementals are next to them, so-
120 feet.
Mhm.
Do I now see the book?
You can
How close am I?
You can see a little bit farther ahead a doorway, and in that doorway there's just a couple of what appears to be large stone doors.
All right, usually I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous
Split the
about going off
party.
by myself in a D&D.
It's a one-shot. Split the party.
I'll shout out.
Whisker, my little pussycat. Remember, silent steps pave the way to victory.
Don't worry. I know you're
Helpful.
being quiet, but I will yell and let everyone know that you are over there.
All right, well, I abandoned that plan, and so I'm going to turn back. So how far am I from the nearest elemental? If I'm over at that area.
If you moved 120 feet, you're 110 feet.
All right, so I'm probably not. I couldn't attack from where I'm at.
Yeah, so they started a distance away from you. They moved
Yeah.
towards you, and
Okay.
then you moved past
Away.
them and farther. Yeah.
Oh.
I say press on. We've got this.
All right, fine. I head over to the doors.
Yeah, okay, you head over to the doors.
The real fight is still ahead. Where you're going.
All right, I just kicked that door in.
Kick the door in. So as you kick the door
stone
in,
door.
the stone doors don't fling,
Now is the time to strike.
they don't fling open. You kick the door and the doors slide just a little bit. They can just like,
All right, fine. Then I just push it up.
and you push a little bit as they start to slide. And as they start to slide, you hear the air kind of like slightly rushes behind you and into the room, as if like that room wasn't full of a lot of air, and that's now getting filled as you're pushing it through, or at least that breeze kind of is coming through. And as you do so, the Stillwater, both in front of you and Brenner in front of you, you see the air and shadows shift in a direction in which they are now moving towards.
Can we take an attack of opportunity?
You both absolutely can.
With
Including
advantage?
Zara. No,
Well, do I because it was
but not
Zara?
at disadvantage. You can take it, but not at disadvantage. Sorry, what's your question?
Do I because me and Zara are attacking together, so potentially flanking them?
You're attacking together, but you're not flanking.
Okay.
Great question, though. We'll do Stillwater first because that was their turn. Is that they're moving towards?
Stillwater. Missed.
That was not at disadvantage, right?
No.
Okay, great.
But this dice is at disadvantage.
Return them to their owner. Okay, Zara attacked and she missed. Brenner
A miss.
also a miss.
Oh,
All of
that's
you
too
just as they move towards, just whoosh, right past them. As you see them shift and move towards both of them simultaneously, running towards Whisker.
Did I do that? Okay.
Stillwater, it's now your official turn.
I will give chase to the shadow.
Okay, you chase after the shadow.
My movement speed is 40.
You will be able
So-
to catch up to it if you want to attack it.
Oh, I will attack.
Okay, go for it.
Regular advantage or disadvantage, I mean, or
No, you only get disadvantage when they are not moving because they go invisible, essentially. They blend into the darkness.
14.
No.
10.
I hope you're not using all your key points right now.
Right? Why are you looking at me
9.
like it's my fault?
dice. Yes, it is.
I didn't make them.
18.
There it is. Here we
There
go.
we go.
Hey.
A kick.
A swift kick.
A swift kick. 9.
Got it. Zara is taking her turn. She produces.
actually, I'm gonna turn that hit into a stunning strike.
Oh,
So they need to do
okay.
a con
Sure.
DC 13.
Okay, 13. Let me just make sure that it's not immune to
The rule of cool says no immunity.
exhaustion, grapple, paralyzed,
Gets me every
petrified,
time.
restrained, unconscious. Does not say stun. Hey! All right, so you do your stunning strike, and as you punch the air for through this elemental, the shadow elemental, the pure force of the kick. I'm sorry, you're a kicker, right? Not a puncher. The pure force of the kick temporarily stuns the one that you're fighting.
A well-placed blow can stun even the mightiest foe.
All right.
Finish him.
Zara will make an attempt to attack as well. The one that you were fighting with her.
Who's that?
Zara?
No, who's also fighting with Zara?
This is a podcast.
Oh, it's a podcast. Dang it, I forget. Brenner. Brenner. Fighting with Brenner. The one that Brenner's fighting. Thank you. Oh, yeah. This is supposed to be a video podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't worry, it gets easier with time.
She hits. What? 6 out of 5. Okay. Okay. Do some damage there. Brenner.
Am I fast enough to catch up with my speed of 25 with my tiny little legs?
No.
Didn't think so. With that, I'm going to spin my war hammer over my head and summon 3 sacred flames. I throw all of them towards the elemental that is closest to me. I need a dex save. Wait, no. Not sacred flame. My bad. Scorching rays.
Scorching rays.
Which means I'm going to make an attack.
Just real quick, dex save would, and if he's stunned, he would fail that. If you have a dex save attack.
Yes, but the one that he was engaging is not the one that you stunned.
Oh, I thought he said the closest one.
Oh, you said the closest one.
The
Is that what you said?
I said the one that I was most previously engaged with.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
that's not the same one that he's stunned.
Never mind.
That's unfortunate.
Should I be going after
Brenner
this
and
stuff?
Zara are fighting one. The other one attacks Stillwater. And they're both going for Whisker.
Okay, I'm going after the same one I've been going after
Yes.
this whole time. I'm going to make 3 attacks here.
That is the one that you believe has taken the most damage from you.
Yes. The first attack is a 13,
No.
17,
Yes.
1.
No.
One of them hits, which means we get 6 damage. Great. It's real good. That's a 3rd level spell, guys.
Nice. Yes.
Whoa.
Use all those skills. Zara says to you, do you not have anything to help lighten this room?
I tried.
Oh, yeah, you tried. That's right, the
I
fairy
shall
fire.
try again next turn.
Okay, got it. Whisker.
All right, how far away are they from me now?
They are probably, you said 120,
Yeah.
28, they're probably like 40 feet.
All right.
They will get to you next turn. They move very swift.
And behind me, right in this room, do I see the book?
Yes, you see a pedestal, and on that pedestal is a book.
All right, I just run over there and I got my ball bearings from my kit, and I just try to switch it out.
Great.
Do I have to roll for that, or do I just do it?
You can roll for it.
What am I using here? Is it sleight of hand or
I want you to roll a strength check.
strength? Uh-oh. Ooh.
With the Getio.
Okay, that's not bad. That will be a 21.
Very strong.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's see what we get here. You said 20 what? 21.
21.
21?
21.
21.
21.
Okay.
I imagine because it's a strength check, I'm trying to Indiana Jones it, and I'm just like, oh God.
The heart of the shadow lies before you, a massive tomb of obsidian and onyx adorned with intricate glyphs that pulse with a dim violet light. The tomb's surface is cold to the touch and seems to absorb all light that touches it, making it difficult to discern its exact shape and size. A massive, rusted lock keeps the tomb sealed shut, the metal warped and twisted by the ages. You can feel the immense weight of the heart of the shadow emanating from within, a burden that will require the strength of two to bear. As you approach, the air grows colder, and the whispers of long-forgotten shadows echo through the cavern, warning of the dangers that lie ahead for those who dare to claim the heart of the shadow.
Unfortunately, it says that it's massive, and it is larger than most books that you've seen. But at the same time, it's mostly the lock is larger than this. Alex did his thing. I actually want to change it a little bit. So, and I decided this a little bit before, but his description was not quite in line with the conversation that him and I had previously, but that's what we've seen in the past. So the book is a normal sized book, but the lock on it is a little bit bigger. And as you try to move it, you are very much under the impression that you cannot do this by yourself. And even with a 20, it was able to adjust and slide a little bit, but you can't carry this by yourself.
Okay.
A heavy book holds a wealth of knowledge.
How do you know it's heavy?
I am not in the room. You're correct. But I know a heavy book holds a wealth of knowledge. And it's just something I'm thinking right now.
Okay.
Unrelated to what you're going through.
Completely unrelated, just
right.
thinking about books.
So I can't move it. I'm going to kind of duck behind that pedestal thing so I'm hidden from the elementals.
Okay.
How does one hide from a shadow, though? Is the question.
Yes. Well, in Peter Pan, I remember something about soap.
Soap. That's
right.
it. That will do it. But you don't have any with you right now, nor did you bring any. No, I'm just kidding.
Cat does
Both,
not need a soap.
Yeah, exactly. I clean myself.
they both enter, but only one appears to have noticed where you had gone and moves to attack you. It raises its big shadowy arms and slams down on you for a 13 to hit.
Oh, that's not going to hit.
Oh, okay. Then that's it.
Cool. This
Next, Stillwater.
I will attack the shadow with advantage because it is stunned.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm sorry. I did. You're right. There's one stun, so only the one got to the other one still by Stillwater. My mistake. Fixed.
That
Retcon.
is-
Only one attacks you.
Front kick, 25.
25 to hit. 8 to kick. Yes.
Roundhouse kick, 22.
Yes.
Oh.
Finally.
Both 16s plus 7.
Yes.
20 something.
23.
3.
Spinning back kick, 19.
Yes.
All hits.
Oh, yeah.
Stillwater feels the stillness of his water.
This is why we bring him.
It is 10 plus
That's apparently all he does. He
4
just
is
finishes it.
14 plus 5 is 19 plus 10. What where is I at? 19?
29.
29 plus 16.
45.
That is why we bring Whisker, my little pussycat, who does math. What did we say?
45.
I got it. No, I got it. I typed it in as we went.
45.
Fantastic. You see as you do your flurry of kicks, various pieces of shadow being like pushed and moved, and even the eyes at one point go a little skiwampus as you've been bludgeoning the whole thing.
Impressed check.
Zara.
I'm pretty impressed.
Zara continues to run to chase after the other one, but that's what she spends her whole turn doing that and doesn't get a chance to attack because it moved faster than her. Brenner.
All right. I see that the shadow is moving much too quickly for me to keep up. So I'm going to turn and attack the same shadow with Stillwater.
Mm-hmm. With the power of Bud Light. No, I'm just kidding. By Bud, he means friendship.
Yes.
He is my best bud.
He is my best bud with the light.
I have 2 favorite friends.
I'm going to spin over my head once again and cast 3 more Scorching Rays.
All right, let's do it.
I'm going to attack. Do I get advantage because reasons?
How long
Because it
does
was
the stun
technically
last?
stunned.
Yes. Is it still stunned?
Technically, the stun would last only up until the end of, I think, his turn. Right, so at the beginning of the next round.
So it's over, or it's...
Yeah, it's over.
Okay.
I'm not going to give you advantage.
Fine. Okay, first hit is an 18.
Yes.
Second hit is a 21.
Yes.
Third hit is a 22.
Yes.
Okay, so all three hit. Oh, yeah. Which totals up to 20 damage.
Was Zara impressed?
Yeah, did Zara see that?
Was Zara impressed? Actually, she was running towards the other one, so it's actually
Yeah, she
behind
didn't
her, so
see
she
it.
didn't see it at all.
A scorching ray leaves no shadow behind.
She only sees it when you biff it on your spells.
I like turn around to check, and she's still running. Stillwater, say something really loud about how good I did.
I am so impressed. It looks like he killed the shadow all by himself. There is not a greater warrior in this whole cave to fight shadows. Oh, look, another one came. Oh, look, he killed another one. There are so many that he's killing, and everybody else is just fighting one. How is this possible? Do you think she bought it?
Yeah,
Did
maybe.
you say that in the same volume as everything else?
Thanks, bud. You're a real lifesaver.
I'm going to try this. All right, here we go.
As the flaming scorched ray hits the shadow elemental, the darkness surrounding its form begins to flicker and distort.
Ooh.
The creature lets out a deafening screech as its shadowy tendrils writhe in pain, before slowly dissipating into the air like smoke. The flames from the spell seem to have weakened the elemental's shadowy form, causing it to lose its cohesiveness until it finally dissolves completely. As the creature fades away, you notice that the darkness around the area seems to lift slightly, as if the elemental's presence was what was causing the oppressive atmosphere.
Thanks, Alex. That's...
He did it! He
So
really
good.
killed one! I was joking before, but he actually killed one! This
That's
is
the
incredible!
way.
The greatest warrior in the whole cave! You have to be looking at this! I can't believe you're not looking!
Hey, Zara, over here. Okay.
All right.
That's awesome.
That was excellent.
Whisker.
All right, am I close? Okay, so this one just hit me, so I can just take my sword up and
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna slash at it.
Absolutely.
Groovy. Am I taking disadvantage on this or just regular roll?
Just regular roll.
Okay. Oh, that's a critical failure.
It may very well be. My turn. Let's see. We're going to go for the attack again. 16. Does that hit?
Hit me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. 19.
Oh, but do I see it as it's hitting me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's gonna be halved.
You see it. Okay, well, that's good that it's halved.
Yes.
All right. The other one is dead, thanks to Brenner Lightbringers.
That's right.
full
The
force
greatest of
scorching
warriors.
rays.
I'm gonna need some help in here, guys.
Oh, yes. We're on our way.
Stillwater, you're next.
I will run to help my comrades, but as I leave, I will look to Hammer of Light and say, a wingman is the wind beneath your wings. I think if we continue to play our cards right, you will be repenting tonight. And I run to the other shadow.
So far, this is the most successful romance plot we've been able to get together on this podcast.
So far. The other one did not go very well.
No.
Am I close? I've got a walking speed of 40. Can I get to those peeps, or am I too far away?
Walking of 40.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll say you get there.
Then I will attack. 22.
Yes.
Front kick. Hit. 19.
Yes.
Roundhouse kick. Hit. Side thrust kick. 24. Hit. Spinning back kick. 24. Hit.
Oh, geez.
I am on fire. I love this. I love this. This is so much fun.
The dice are
He's the
doing so
second
good.
best fighter in this
It's like
game.
hitting. And now I know what the hammer of light feels like. This is what he must be feeling all the time. 2 plus 8, 10 plus 9, 19 plus 6,
25.
25 plus 16.
25 plus 16 is 31? 41.
4,100 points. I think he is dead.
4,100 points.
He is. He also dissipates in a similar fashion as to the other one.
The hammer of light taught me how to do that. It wasn't me. I had no idea how to fight the shadow until I saw the real hero do it back there. He's amazing. You should make out with him.
Stillwater, you can calm it down a
Yeah,
little
maybe
bit.
just dial it back a little bit.
You're like up here at like 12, and I need you down here at like 4.
Perhaps I should meditate.
Now's a good time.
Maybe the 4 of us should hold hands. No. Hammer of light, switch with me so you could be holding somebody else's hand, if you know what I'm saying.
I think we've actually got things we got to. Okay, fine.
Yeah, everyone, hold hands around the heavy book.
Yeah, who gets to
Okay.
hold the book?
No, we're holding hands. Ready?
Okay.
Meditate. Breathe in. Delicious. Breathe out. Ah, refreshing. Breathe in. Delicious. Breathe out. Ah, refreshing. Okay, now we can pick up the book and go.
Yeah, okay.
All right, it's gonna take, guys. It's gonna take more than one of us to.
I think I
this out of
know.
here.
I think there are 2 people who might be special enough to carry this book together.
You and me, buddy.
Whiskers, my little pussycat. I think perhaps you and I are so strong and weak. Maybe so small and weak. Maybe the strong, pretty one should do it.
All right, I got to do it. I'm gonna do a check to see if I'm picking up what he's laying down. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Zara's not much stronger, I think, than you. Go ahead, Brenner.
That's I'm just.
We're giving him thumbs
Okay.
ups, like.
So I go to pick up the book.
So, Zara looks
When you
at,
put your hand under the book, just fiddle with your fingers. Maybe you'll find other fingers there. Sometimes those things can be fun.
Bro, stop saying this out loud.
Zara rolls her eyes. She goes, fine. I'll do it. So she goes over to help lift the book. And you lift together. And as you lift, the door behind you slams shut.
Oh,
And you feel the air waft over to the other end of the room, which you hadn't checked out, but there appears to be a smaller pathway. And as you lift the book, the far other side of the room from the pathway, the wall slowly has shadows that start to seep out of the crevices and start to fill the room, and you hear a low, ominous hum.
I think that is our sign to run. Would you guys like to run?
very well.
Zara says, I don't think I can run very well with this book. She tries to.
All right, I'll come
carry
over and
her
try to
side.
help.
Okay, great. You guys gonna run down the pathway?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, run.
Okay, you guys start running. Stillwater.
Yes, I will run.
Fantastic. As you are running, the pathway starts to open up, and you start to go through the cave that begins to lighten up as more light slowly starts to come into the cave, and you can see that there's a pathway farther ahead. This book is also starting to become it's very heavy, very, very heavy.
Do you have like a spell you could cast on it? Like
I don't think so.
All right, and as you're going through it, you come out the other side of the light, the opening, and then you come out to the outside of the mountainside, and you are on a pathway that starts to lead down the side of the mountain. But you're seeing that the pathway slowly starts to narrow. Let's see what Alex has to say about this.
As you venture further along the mountainous terrain, the path before you begins to narrow significantly. The rocky cliff wall juts out just a few feet to your left, while a steep drop-off into the abyss lies to your right. The jagged rocks below appear to be hundreds of feet down, and the thought of falling makes your stomach churn. The path itself is barely wide enough for one person to traverse, let alone 3. You'll have to proceed single file, and any misstep could be fatal. The wind howls through the narrow canyon, threatening to knock you off balance. As you look ahead, you can see that the path continues for some distance, winding along the sheer cliff face. It's hard to see where it leads, but you know that you have to cross it to continue on your journey.
So it has now narrowed to the point that you only can have one person at a time, and you have to go in a single file line. What's the order?
I think those with the book should go first.
I will go first. Zara second.
I'll bring up the rear.
Perhaps I should bring up the rear.
Okay, whatever you say, man.
You look over your shoulder as you get to the narrow area, and you start to move through this narrow path, and you can see just beyond you the black tendrils are on the path and still pursuing you.
I will drink a potion of health.
This is an excellent time to do so. All right. So you're continuing to move. As you do, we are going to have Brenner, you and Zara are going to roll Constitution
Okay.
saving throws.
Eve.
On a failure, you will take 1 level of exhaustion.
That's a fail unless 5 does anything.
No. As you're going, Zara can feel you.
That is good. This is what we were going for. It is working.
That's not what she's feeling, Stillwater.
Zara can feel you slowly losing some of your strength and not being able to keep up with her. So she turns to you and says, what was your nickname again?
The Hammer of Light.
Hammer of Light. She says.
Oh, it is a bad sign when she
Hammer.
forgets your name.
She goes, she didn't forget. DM forgot. She goes, you're going to have to really carry your weight here, Hammer of Light. She says, almost moderately sarcastic. As you're going down this path, you continually to see the darkness. You're slowly kind of getting a lead on it. But as you do so, the fall seems like it's getting a little bit shorter. It's not quite as far down. But you are hit by a big gust of wind. Everyone makes a dexterity saving.
That's in my wheelhouse.
Oh, I've got disadvantage. Wait 1 sec.
You do. You have disadvantage. All right. Let's hear your numbers.
9.
22.
10.
Okay. Brenner, you start to fall off the edge of the cliff.
Oh, crap. He's first, so I can't grab him.
Whisker, my little pussycat.
Yes.
You do have a climb speed as a tabaxi, I believe.
I do, yes.
I'm
All
going
right,
to
I
give
climb.
everyone
Can I,
one action to respond.
all right, I'm going to climb around up to the front to try to, be there in case he
Are you
falls.
catching Brenner or the book?
Brenner.
You don't see it on the podcast, but Brenner gave her a look of like, all right. Okay.
All right, do I have to roll, to catch him or?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I rolling for?
Let's roll a dex.
Dex.
18?
Yeah.
All right. You'll catch him. Brenner, you have the option to try to save the book or not. Like we're going to roll a what do you want to do? Strength to hold on to it with your brute strength grip, or do you want to try to dexterity to stop it from slipping out of your hands?
Either way will be the same result. I would like to brute strength it, but
Right.
also I'm gonna lift up my shirt a little bit so Zara can see my bicep.
Fantastic.
He is so handsome.
Fantastic.
To walk the edge is to dance with danger. And chicks, they dig the dangerous man. Am I right, everybody?
Sure.
That's a 5.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Did we fail this campaign twice?
A step too far can be your last.
Okay.
Well, that's too bad.
Well, I have one best friend. Whisker, my little pussycat.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let's be clear on what's happening here. Whisker caught Brenner, Brenner did not catch the book. So right now, the book is falling out of Zara's hands as she's holding on to it. It is falling out of her hands. And Stillwater, you still have one action to
I have an action.
Stillwater, catch it.
I will catch the book with my... Ooh, I know.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah.
I will take off my yellow belt, swing
Let's
from
go.
from the cliff edge around with my yellow belt, and then kick the book back up in the air for Brennan to catch it and be the hero.
Da, 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 da.
All right.
Yes.
This is quite the acrobatic movement
Yes.
here. So you want to do athletics, acrobatic? I think athletics is it?
Probably acrobatics.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do that one. Acrobatics. So you're somehow going to. What are you going to tie the rope to? Your belt.
A
to?
tabaxi tail.
You're gonna lasso a tabaxi tail, and you're going to swing, kick it back up.
Yes. Swing and then kick the book back up in the air
All right.
into his hands and be like, look what he did.
All right.
It was amazing.
Okay. You notice that Brenner, of course, is becoming exhausted, right? So he doesn't know how much longer he can carry this, but or he's not sure how much he can carry it, but he might be able to catch it if you can.
He's exhausted. Imagine being his wingman right now. Who is carrying who? That is what I want to know.
All right, let's go. And Zara is like, with all of the strength that she can muster, is just trying to hold on.
And now I've got a halfling swinging
She's
from
good.
my butt.
She's good. She is like heels dug in, ready to go.
All right. Should I roll now?
Yes.
Oh, a 18.
That's 18. Like that's a straight 18. That's with your bonuses.
That's with my bonuses. An 18.
All right. I'm gonna let this one fly. So
Fly like my kicks.
You fly with your kicks. You kick the book back up. Brenner is able to get it. You're back on the cliffside. Your order is now changed.
Yeah.
So now your order is you, Tabaxi, Brenner, Zara.
I will tie my belt back on. I think we should meditate.
All right, I'm actually gonna skip.
No?
I'm gonna skip the meditating here,
We
pal.
gotta run. We
I'm
gotta
gonna
run.
Okay, I'm gonna climb around you and help take over your spot carrying the book because you're tired.
I'm not tired.
All right,
I'm
fine.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I climb over him and I'm now carrying the book.
Okay, you are now carrying the book. Okay, so now the order is Stillwater, Brenner, Whisker.
Whisker.
I was gonna say Tabaxi. Whisker and Zara. All right. She's saying, let's get going. Constitution save from you and Zara. She says, as we're getting to the next little bit, you're coming around a corner, and on that bend, you see a bridge. The bridge is a old, rickety wooden bridge, and down below, you're starting to see that there is some water that is flowing, but it is still a ways down. You see no other way. You must cross this bridge. She is exhausted.
Okay.
And she's
I got
saying,
an
cannot."
11.
You got an 11?
How am I doing?
You are too.
Okay.
So both of you are now exhausted by the weight of this book. And you have to cross this rickety old wooden bridge. You can see that the darkness is still chasing and pursuing you, but it is a little bit farther away now than it was before. But you see that it is like creeping across the side of the mountain. Like it's just like clinging to it and just creeping across it. And it's not as big as the wall, but it is like more narrow and straight. Are you keeping the same order and you're keeping the same people carrying it as you cross the bridge?
I guess, yeah, because he's tired too, right?
Yeah, he is.
I'm going to move to the very back.
You're going to move to the very back? Okay.
Halflings can
Yeah,
move
the-
through the
the-
space of
the-
any creature that is a larger size than me.
The narrow path widens just enough to get to the bridge, and the bridge is a little bit wider, but it is rickety. It's old. There's like wood, but it is kind of sparse. Like it's not very like well built all the way across. Looks like no one's passed across this in a long time.
I see this bridge, and I think we may need a little bit of extra help to get across this. And I raise my hand up, and my hand glows bright, and I cast Bless on my 3 compatriots here. If you're unfamiliar with bless, I will tell you what it does.
This is what it feels like to repent. I like it.
So you get a D4, essentially, that you can add to any attack or saving throw for the next minute.
Saving throw is a
Cool.
great choice. Okay,
Cool.
great. We're gonna cross the bridge.
Did you see what the Hammer of Light did? He made us all stronger. That's what he brings to the table. He just lifts everyone. He's great. He's the best.
We're going to take turns all the way around. Each one of you is going to roll at least once. I want to do a dexterity saving throw. Anyone who gets lower than a 13 is a failure. Everyone rolls once,
Okay.
including Zara.
Do I still get disadvantage? Exhaustion?
Yes.
Oh,
You did it. What did you get, brother?
14.
14. Oh, he goes for a 14. I'm going to go Zara. Natural 20. No problem.
20,
She's
23.
skipping.
23. Stillwater.
I got a 9.
Okay.
But if I roll this blessed die, I could get a 13. Oh, I did!
Hey. All right, you did it. What did you get?
Hashtag totes
four?
blessed.
I got a 4.
Oh, fantastic. He gets the 4, so he's able to make it. You make it across. Who are the last 2 carrying it? Still Zara and you? Okay, great.
Whisker.
Great. We'll roll one more time for Khan.
Oh, no. Don't like that look.
That's a critical failure.
Okay, you are now level 2 exhaustion. So
All
not
right,
only do you have disadvantage on ability checks,
My
you
speed's
also
half.
have a speed that's halved.
All right, somebody's going to take over for me.
Stillwater, can you manage a boat?
I can, but I think at least one of us should be able to stay and fight if we need to fight.
Good point, Truman.
Well, Whisker is very good, but exhausted. I am kind of exhausted. Maybe I should hold the book again.
All right.
You look so tired, my friend.
I'm not that tired. I'm kind of tired.
You know what that makes you? It makes you brave. I like that. Do you like that? I think you do.
I do.
I do.
I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like trying. I'm blushing and I'm trying to hide it.
He's so handsome when he's brave,
So
is
you
he
gonna do
not?
it? Or who's going to do it?
I'll do it.
You'll do it again? So Stillwater's the only one who's not. Okay, great. You're going to go as you continue to go down the mountainside. It will take one more level, potentially, of exhaustion. We're going to roll for Constitution saving throw again. Zara fails. She is now also exhausted.
Double exhausted.
11.
Brenner, you are also now level 2. Speed is also now halved. She says, I'm done. I can't carry this any longer.
Okay. I will carry the book,
One other person has to.
but I am not strong, except for in my mind.
We need at least one other person to carry it. I know
All right, I
all of
guess
you.
I'll go back.
Everyone is exhausted to at least some degree.
All right, I'll go back and I'll help.
Okay.
I'll shore up the back of the pack.
Perhaps we should meditate.
Oh my God.
No,
Will it help?
it will give you a strong mind.
Not at all. You
No,
can
then
still.
I'll
You
miss
can
you
still.
with
Out in the distance, you can see that the darkness is still continuing to pursue you. One more level of exhaustion here. Let's do con saving throws, both of you.
16.
That was a critical roll that I did.
Oh yeah.
What kind of critical?
Yeah, not the kind you want when exhaustion is on the line.
All right, you rolled a 1.
Yes.
Okay, so you'll take 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, see, I am just like everybody else.
All right, so one of the things that you've noticed as all of you have been kind of like drained through this is that you're noticing that it's not just the weight of the book that seems to be draining you, but it's also appears to be semi-magical.
It's like a Horcrux.
So it's like slowly sucking out your strength.
Our life force.
And you're beginning to realize why maybe it was so difficult for people to... Getting to the book is not hard, but
Yeah.
getting the book out is where a lot of the difficulty has come.
Getting the book is not hard. Getting the book out is what is difficult.
Wow, what an amazing.
That is a
trailer.
proverb I just wrote.
You finally make it to one of the main roads, and as you get there, and you continue to trudge, let's do one more con saving throw for whoever's carrying it.
18.
You're good.
12.
You're not. So you are now
3.
level 3 exhaustion.
That's not good.
A horse-drawn carriage is now approaching you as you're seeing on the road.
Oi!
And you see that there is the person it's just one person and they're driving the horse-drawn carriage. So you're yelling down them.
I'm yelling them down.
They,
I've dropped the book. Sorry.
they decide to stop.
Hello. Are you busy?
No, I'm just on my way to the city.
How much for the whole thing?
You want to
Yeah.
buy my horse and
Yeah.
carriage?
How much?
No, we could just rent a ride. Okay.
I don't know. This is my livelihood. It's the only horse I have.
I can pay with my feet.
Look,
I
we
don't understand
are.
what that means.
Oh, it means I kick you until you give us the horse and carriage.
No, guys.
All right, no. So I'm going to try to convince him that we are going to come back and find him and give him a very handsome sum. Should he let us take it?
Why can't we
Using my
just take him
deception
with
skill.
us?
I can't just be left out here.
You could come along, or we could kill you.
Please, no. I'd rather you take it than kill me, please.
Thank you very much.
He hops down and he with his hands up and he runs to the tree off to the side and says, "Please, just take it, please."
I throw him a coin. Like, here you go. And then we go. I grab the book and we push it in the carriage.
You put it in the carriage.
Yeah.
I am not okay with
I'm
it.
doing this. Hey, this is how I do things. And honestly, there's tendrils coming up here.
A
I'm
strong
tired.
man can stand up for things, but right now you are a weak man, and so you must watch.
You must watch.
Watch with your eyes, but not with your mouth.
I grab a larger sack of coins and toss it as well.
Look,
Great. He takes
tonight you'll be repenting anyway. Just repent of this too.
He still has his hands up.
Repent has become a euphemism in a way that I'm not comfortable with.
He has his hands up. He doesn't do anything. He just stays to the side. He sees the money, but he says, "Just please, just don't kill me."
All right.
And then you
The
guys-
hammer of light would never kill you. This is the hammer of light. Just
You guys,
remember
we don't have
that.
time for this.
You yell to him as the carriage drives off.
See, you will be
All right,
remembered by
so-
everyone.
Still water. We got to move this.
So
book
you
here in
find
the back.
yourself finding your way back to town, and then you find your way back to the Fight Club,
All right.
and you carry the book in. One thing that you have noticed is, as long as you've been remaining in the presence of the book, you have not been able to recover from the exhaustion that you have. You don't know how yet. You don't know what you're going to need to do to recover from exhaustion. You just know that you haven't. You enter the room, and in that room, it is completely empty. It is either no fights are going on or it is too early.
I think we got boys.
With the exception of Malachi. Who
Oh,
is there.
okay.
He sees you approach and he is ecstatic. He is so happy. He's like, you've done it. You've done it. He runs up and he embraces Zara and he's like, I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. And he embraces each of you and he says, I'm so proud of everything that you've done. You've finally been able to get the heart of the shadow. We've tried so long to get this. You've done it. And he's just so happy. He's like, wait here. And he leaves and goes up the pathway that you had seen before. As you wait, it takes a few minutes and he returns. And as he returns, he comes back with himself and a large group of people behind him. And Brenner recognizes one of the individuals.
Is it creepy
The
man?
dirty priest.
And it is the dirty priest.
It's Kalen Vesper.
That's the previous episode, Jake.
I listened.
You notice that it is the dirty priest, the corrupt priest that you were aware of that had caused
Backstory
you
priest.
to have disruption in your faith and your uncertainty in terms of what people were doing that were right. And as they approach, the priest hands Malachi a key that he takes from the priest and he uses to open the book.
I lean over to Stillwater and I'm like, that's the guy.
How close am I to the guy?
You guys are, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet or something. You're like all in the same space.
Hey, Brenner.
Yeah, what's up?
You want me to do something?
I say we burn this book.
That's an idea. And then I just take my claw and I just try to slash at the dude's throat.
Oh, Malachi?
No, not
Malachi's or the
Malachi,
priest?
the priests.
Okay.
Exhaustion.
Because I'm going to try to take... I'm over it. I am over it.
Exhausted, by the way.
Okay, then never mind. I'm not going to do that. I forgot.
I say you are all exhausted, and you are
Whisker,
currently
my little pussycat.
I can't be bothered.
Hammer of light. Remember that fatigue makes cowards of us all. Perhaps we lick our wounds, we go back, we recover, and then possibly one day, maybe we make things right.
All right, he's got a point.
This is what we call repentance.
I would say this is choosing our battles.
The Malachi, as he opens up the book, he flips to a few pages and then he starts to read out some of the incantations. And as he does so, you see that the entire room goes slightly darker. And from the wall far side from you, you see that the darkness starts to seep out of the wall and form an entity there next to you all. And he says,
Dad?
It's your father. And he turns to the corrupt priest that you know, and he says, now we can fix this city.
Well, good luck with that, gentlemen. I'm so glad that we could be of help.
All right. Well, I believe payment is in order.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
We
Yes,
will
I
grab our
understand.
things and go.
That's it. That's what I had. That was the end
All
of
right.
the campaign for the whole
Hey,
Wait, we didn't get paid?
one shot. You'll get paid eventually in blood. Thanks everybody again for joining us. I appreciate it. There were some interesting things. We'll talk about more of that in the recap episode, where we'll talk a little bit about what we did, some of the things that we liked, some things that we didn't like, and maybe some interesting things that had happened while using Alex the Language Lord or ChatGPT to create this fun adventure. I hope you all had a great time. Again, Jake, thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for being here. It was very
Great
fun.
time. Maddie, also thank you for joining us.
Anytime.
Yes.
For you guys, anytime.
All right. Thanks again, everyone. And this has been Adventure AI, a D&D podcast.